say congratulations, but it's a boy.
Sir, this feels wrong. It's inhumane.
Did I ask for your opinion? Besides, Santa Prisca was not without mercy.
How can you possibly say that? You brought a woman heavy with an unborn child to this place. You planned for her unborn to be charged with the crimes of its father.
Only a male child could serve the sentence of their father. It is under the medieval codes of this island's nation.
And he was born a male. This boy has been born to a life, then a life sentence behind the walls of Peñaduro.
He can have his mother with him, if she so pleases. There is no more leniency that you will find from me. Now, let's show them their new home.
「これら雑魚は決して疲れれるのか?」生き長えるために運動しらなきゃ聞いたことがないのか。でもこの猿がいいぜ。喧嘩したら俺たちを蹴っているぞ。まさか誰もそんなバカじゃねえ。ミスターホワイトが強すぎるんだ。まあ言ってるだけ。ねえ、最近聞いてんのか？ザ・グレート・ホワイトというんだ。まるでサメだね。評判がいつもよくねえぞ。中学の時、俺の兄はいつも喧嘩してたんだ。だからこそ、やげて誰も迷惑じゃなかった。幼稚園じゃねえぜ。中学だ。もういい。これは冗談じゃねえ。本物だ。だから誰も来ないぜ。なんだ？電気が？親分、誰かいる。なんだって？誰かお前。みんな、ここに来いぞ。警察？いいえ、おらかないと一人しかいない。もしかして。ああ、バットマン。くそ、本当だ。本当にいる。
You do not kill. That is strange. A creature cloaked in nightmare. A figure of terror in a city of terror. Yet, you will not break the sixth commandment.
You're not with Warren White's men. I don't think you're with anyone that I know. So who are you?
You will know my name one day. And on that day you will scream it as you beg for mercy.
If you're threatening me, then you should get in line.
Hold it right there! Bane?
I thought I told you not to interfere.
We didn't. We only followed you.
You let Batman get away.
I let him live. There is a difference.
But why?
He is not like the others. This one will take finesse. This one requires talent. This one is mine.
Ah, I understand now. That's why you intervened with the sniper.
Such cowardice is undeserving of such prey.
But you see, don't you? Batman has a lot of enemies. We can't wait too long.
On the contrary, that is exactly why we will wait.
I don't understand.
This is a strange world to me. It isn't like Santa Prisca. This place is complex. It's faster than even Peñaduro. I will have to learn to understand this place if I'm to rule it.
Bane, what are you saying?
The Batman is Gotham City. I will watch him, study him, When I know him, and why he does not kill such as I do, I will know this city. And then, Gotham will be mine.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Could I interest you in a drink, Mr. Wilson?
No thanks. There's a lesser chance of getting drugged or poisoned. Not that a client of your stature would ever try something so ill-advised.
I love how you put it so eloquently. Though I wouldn't be a businessman of such stature if I wasted perfectly good wine.
A mercenary of my stature wouldn't be where they are today if all they did was make idle chit-chat. Let's skip the small talk, shall we?
Getting straight to the point. I like that. Put simply, I want you to do what you do best. A few hours ago, somebody had the gall to interfere with my operation. Deathstroke the Terminator. I want you to terminate whoever tries that again.
I'd be willing to negotiate that, as long as I receive proper payment for my services, of course.
I expect nothing less. How does 7 grand sound?
Not worth my efforts.
That's more than I pay my men. What do you want? An arm and a leg too?
Triple the money and make it cash. Then we'll have a deal.
You drive a hard bargain, pal. The other fella, Lawton, he was much cheaper.
Take your business elsewhere, then.
What the hell?
Your business is with me.
You got a lot of nerve if you think you can just barge in here. No matter how much muscle you've brought, my men...
Your men are dead. Just like you shall be if you don't tell me what I wish to know.
And what is it that you want to know?
Tell me about Batman.
Batman? What's there to tell? Masked nut only shows up when there's action. No offense.
What sort of action are we talking about?
Major crime, death, stuff to investigate. Satisfied?
Yes. I believe you shall suffice.
What are you doing? What do you mean?
Nobody cared who I was until I put on the mask. While your face is not a mask, it deemed memorable enough to lure in the Batman. You will come to see it again. But what if all he were to find is your body? He and your men would have no choice but to follow after me instead.
My men will never follow you.
You're right, but only about the ones who are already dead.
Deathstroke, Slade, help me.
You never hired me to.
What? You?
Am I right in assuming that you came here looking for a job?
Yeah, one that cost 20 grand.
You drive a hard bargain.
So I've been told.
If you accomplish your task, then I will pay you twice as much. Interested?
You're too easily distracted.
Noted. Could you take the sword off my neck?
It's a katana.
I know, which is ridiculous, considering all I have to work with is a bow staff.
Not that it matters. Father wouldn't allow me to kill with it.
Another reason why Batman is Gotham's hero. Bruce, welcome back.
How was your nightly endeavor, Father?
Apparently, I'm not the only one trying to bring down the Great White's operation. I had a run-in with somebody else, someone I couldn't identify since they were also wearing a mask.
Think they're another vigilante like us?
Doubtful, considering they threatened me.
Could they possibly be a competitor for the underground drug trade and arms dealings?
That's more likely.
Heh.
But I still doubt it.
Ha!
This person, they were watching everything until the last second. Only then did they intervene. They seemed to be more fixated on me than anything.
A Joker-level stalker?
I don't think anybody's comparison could ever be made with that man, but this just might be close.
Does this mean you're going to leave us out of the loop?
No. There's nothing to lose when there's nothing to gain yet.
Put bluntly, we don't have a single lead.
Luckily, I have a source that operates in the underworld and should be more than capable of fixing that problem.
Red Hood, right? I met him once. You know, I wasn't very impressed.
Nobody impresses you, brat.
If you two are finished, there's more to be discussed.
Sorry. Go on.
Red Hood is turning over a few stones in order to find out whether or not Tobias Whale plans to make a move against Warren White. While uncertain, if this is the case, then White will send a mercenary after Whale.
Oh, so that's what the gala is for.
Precisely. If Bruce Wayne hosts a party, then men like Whale, or possibly even Warren White himself, will make an appearance in order to save their public image.
So this gala is just your way of wrangling up the herd so you can keep watch of them better?
That's correct, and it's about to start, so we'd best get ready.
Right.
I never thought I'd rather be a lowlife such as Red Hood.
Alright, punk. We can do it the easy way or the hard way.
You don't scare me, Hoodie.
What about the barrel of this gun? Does that scare you, tough guy? Or would a knife against your throat do the job better?
Alright. Just, you're not like Batman at all. Jesus. What would you like to know?
Oh, you know, the usual shit. What is the great white shark feeding off of now that he's consumed all of Ogilvy's assets?
I'm not sure. He's always looking to expand his territory. There's nothing to say that you don't already know. Alright?
Come on, there's gotta be some juicy gossip.
Oh, I know. Mr. White met with the assassins called Deadshot just the other day. So maybe that has something to do with something. Oh, and he's meeting with Slade Wilson tonight. For some reason.
2 mercenaries? This guy must really hate having any sort of competition. Those mercs are meant for Tobias Whale, right?
I don't know. I could call and ask?
Sure, you can use mine. Don't try anything. And by that, I mean no tattletailing about my involvement. We wouldn't want to alarm anybody now, would we?
Right. We wouldn't.
Good. Remember, no alarms. Please. No! Please!
I call this mercy. A single shot to the cranium to end your suffering.
Quite the show! My only critique is that it didn't come with any popcorn or assorted sugars.
If it wasn't for the hefty price in return for your freedom, I would be putting a bullet in your head too, clown.
My net worth must be pretty high then, though it's hard to tell when Arkham doesn't have any Wi-Fi. Did the person who sent you try emailing me then?
Just do me a favor and shut the hell up.
Don't you just love the fresh air?
Any air that is shared with the likes of you is anything but fresh, Joker.
Don't let them tell you you don't have a sense of humor.
It wasn't meant to be funny.
No, Who else are we busting out? Do I get a say?
You're all that I was paid for, so now we're leaving.
Tisk, tisk. Where's the fun in that? Let's see. Yandere Fanboy. Edward Nigma. Nope! That just won't do it for me. Next!
Do your shopping in silence.
I like to think of it more like a vending machine. Now this one looks promising. The serial killer, Victor Jost!
Joker, right? I'm a fan of your work.
From one sociopath to another. Try and get a higher body count than mine once you're free.
How did you?
The guards here do a lousy job of covering their hands when entering the codes for ourselves.
I mean, you said you aren't funny.
Everybody's a critic.
Are you done yet? I wasn't paid to chaperone.
Pushy. Yeesh. At least let me bring along one more.
Fine. Who?
Well, a few more, actually. Do you have an idea where we might find the cells of the Royal Flush Gang?
He still refuses to move.
He's been like that ever since his mother fell ill. He won't leave the cell.
Well, that won't do. We need to continue occupying space. If he wants to give us trouble, maybe some time in solitary will give him a better outlook.
Sir, you can't be serious. He's too young.
That's exactly why he won't be released until he has air on his chest. My decision is final.
No! 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 Good boy, Talon. Bane. Talon returned, which must mean Deathstroke succeeded.
Excellent. Wired the money into his account.
Done.
I win again, Trog.
Bullshit! I'm tired of this game. How much longer do we have to wait up here?
As long as it takes.
Okay, then I hope you don't mind me asking what the point of breaking out a maniac like the Joker was.
How do you catch your prey? With bait. The clown is my bait for the bat. All we must do now is wait and observe.
That's all we've been doing.
There. The one near the entrance. That's him.
Huh? Oh, him? Yeah, that's Bruce Wayne, all right. He's the host of this bash.
It's not Bruce Wayne. It's him.
You mean the Batman? But how can you be so sure?
I wish to know him completely. As such, he cannot hide from me by simply removing his mask.
I hate this.
We need to play the part, Damien.
Why couldn't Tim have done this part instead? I'd much rather be filling his position.
It's a lot easier to explain that you're my son than to come up with an excuse for Tim. Now at least pretend like you're happy to be here.
Why should we even bother protecting scum like Tobias Whale? Be one last criminal off the streets.
If we stop Lawton from assassinating him, Whale might testify against White. Then it'd be 2 criminals off the streets.
What is it, Father?
An emergency text from Red Hood about Arkham Asylum.
A breakout?
Somebody broke in.
If you're calling to check on me, there's still no sign of Lawton. I'm starting to think he might be a no-show.
That has to do with one of the messages that I got just now. I doubt Deadshot will be coming for his target since there will be nobody to pay him for it. Warren White was found dead.
What? You didn't tell me that.
The other text that I received is about a number of escapees from Arkham.
My God. You mean...
Yes. One of them was the Joker.
Hee hee. Ha hoo ha ha. Goodbye, Arkham. Hello, Gotham. Joker's back in town.
Sir?
No need to be so formal. I may be your boss, but do feel free to call me something other than Mr. J. That was my father. Ha!
Right, look, we're really grateful that you busted us out and all, but...
What he's trying to say is, you're not our boss. We don't work for lunatics that don't have a plan.
You're quitting? After I gave you all a free makeover.
You dressed us up like clowns!
Don't piss him off, man. That's the Joker.
Like I care. I only went along with this crap since he was our only ticket out of Arkham. Now, though, there's no need to stick around. We can hit up a bank and get out of town before the bat even catches on.
A bank robbery? Is that all you care about? Money? You just want to be another classic crook, is that it?
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Does he speak for all of you?
Yeah, he does.
That's a shame. 'Cause... you know what I think? I think Gotham deserves a classier kind of criminal. And I'm gonna give one to it. Whatever doesn't kill you simply makes you stranger. But if you're out, then you're out! Who else is out? You're all wanting to be taken out like the trash you are, right?
Hang on. We'll help you. Jesus, we'll help you, alright?
Well, if you insist. Hold on! This guy speaks for you all, right? Let me ask him really quick. Oh, right. He's dead. Just making sure! Yep, he's dead. In that case, take him out of here like he requested and then report back for that plan you all wanted so badly.
Yes, boss.
What did I say about calling me something less formal?
Sorry, I meant, yes, Joker.
That's better.
You've gotten sloppy, perhaps with age. The younger you wouldn't have made the mistake of leaving that door cracked open.
You're one to talk, Slade. At your age, it should be time to retire. I'd highly recommend you do. After you tell me who hired you to break the Joker out of Arkham.
I knew I should have scrubbed the security tapes.
I asked you a question.
You should already know I don't sell out my employers.
It was worth a try.
You're slow. You leave yourself open.
I could say the same about you. Where's the Joker?
That question, I can answer. You want the clown so badly? Well, he's only 7 miles from here. He's hiding out in some old carnival with a bunch of others he broke out.
In exchange for the information, I'll allow you to leave Gotham. If you ever return, though...
Next time we see one another, I'll be coming for a bounty that's placed on your head.
Then I'll tell you what I told the last guy who threatened me. Get in line.
No wonder the clown thinks you're so funny.
He's leaving in quite a hurry, eh?
Yes, but he's moving differently. Slower. Almost in pain.
The Batman? He looks like he's moving fine to me.
That's because you can only see what is on the surface. That makes you as good as blind.
Well, if he's getting tired like you say, do you think he'll be capable enough to handle the Joker?
Of course. Any worthy adversary of mine would have no problem defeating a mere clown. I was just simply making an observation.
You're wearing him down on purpose, though, right?
As much as I would like to fight the Batman in his prime, that opportunity is in his past. Right now, we wait until even you are capable of seeing his energy dwindle.
I thought as much. Should I signal Trog and Zombie then?
Not yet. Tell him to wait for my arrival. I wish to see this confrontation with my own eyes.
I wish to see what's become of the boy with my own eyes. You're still alive in there. You're the bane of my existence, you know that?
Yes, call me Bane. The Niño you once knew is dead.
Those are Warren White's men? No, not anymore. It looks like they're joining a damn militia. Yeah, I didn't imagine Batman having a voicemail. This is bad news if I can't get a hold of the big guy, though. This army is definitely meant to be part of a hostile takeover, and if Batman has his hands full, then I'll need to get my help from a different kind of winged animal.
It looks like Deathstroke's intel is good. Joker and his merry band of misfits are all here.
This is what the real Flush King has been introduced to?
What are your orders, boss?
Stay put. Don't reveal yourselves unless I need backup.
Right. Backup.
I can assist him. He doesn't need to treat me like a child.
No offense, kid, but I don't think that's happening for a few more years. Try again when you're my height.
Don't run your mouth off when you've been benched as well.
Touché.
How about this? Piranhas! Batman will be eaten by a tank full of piranhas.
I don't get it.
Because the piranhas are always smiling, you nitwit!
They're always frowning, though.
They are? No. Back to the drawing board, then.
The only place you're going back to is Arkham, Joker.
It's Batman! Blast him to guano! Who needs overly complicated schemes anyways? They always blow things out of proportion. Well, that was anticlimactic. Old Batsy just clearly isn't cutting it these days. Maybe I should teach him a thing or two.
Sorry, but you'll have to settle for us.
Bat brats! Whatever happened to doing things yourself?
Sure, I can still pummel you by myself.
Now we're talking! For old time's sake.
The two of you are tasked with bringing the scum back to Arkham. After that, I want you back at the cave.
What? Why? You're not ticked because of the gun, are you? It was only one, Bruce, and it was aimed at your back.
I saw it.
Then let us help you, Father.
I thought I made it clear. I don't need help.
Bane?
Cease the ambush. Let the Bat chase the serial killer next. In the meantime, perhaps it's advised that we show some attention to the Bat's protégés.
All right. The same plan as if it were Batman. Just me and Trog.
No, you two shall rendezvous with Bird. I believe that the Batman's disciples require a more personal touch.
That's the last of them.
So not pleased that we were left behind with what may as well be cleaning duty.
Yeah, neither am I. Tell you what, though. I'll take care of the rest, loading them up and delivering them back to the cozy cells. Since you want to help Bruce so badly, go ahead and follow him. Just try not to get spotted.
Please, don't insult me. I was trained by the League of Assassins since my birth. I can handle a simple trailing mission. What do you gain out of it, though?
Your father's getting old, Damien. He could have died tonight if we weren't there to help him. He needs us whether he'd like to admit it or not.
On that, we can agree on. Fine, I'll go.
Wait! I forgot to mention one other reason.
What is it?
If you do get caught, you'd probably get grounded. And that's something I'd just love to see.
And I'm the child?
Whoa there, big guy. Who are you supposed to be?
I am Gotham's reckoning. I am the one who will break the bat.
In other words, you must be the guy who's orchestrating all this. You hired Deathstroke, right? If so, I think it's safe to assume you're also the guy that killed Warren White.
Huh, very clever. I'm just beginning to understand your mentor, but neglecting his partnership has turned you into a wild card.
You're here to tie up loose ends, then. I'm no hostage. I won't let Batman fall into any traps for my sake.
Such brave words, such compadre. You may be right, though. You may be more useful to me dead.
Unbelievable. Pro tip, if you're gonna stick around, cleaning up probably takes priority over closing the window.
Noted for next time.
Yeah, looks like we got a stalemate.
Really? Because it looks to me like you've got one of your stupid sticks against my larynx and I've got a gun to your head.
You'd be arrested before you made out the window.
Relax. I'm not going to kill you. I work for Batman.
Batman?
Yeah. Look, I know we got off on the wrong foot. Twice now. Considering the ways that it happened, though, I'd imagine we're even. You know, you arrested me, and I broke into your office just now.
What does Batman want?
He doesn't even know that I'm here.
Then he doesn't want my help.
He doesn't know that he needs to ask.
Then it's not an emergency, and I'm not needed.
No! I mean, he really doesn't know how much is at stake here. Gotham is about to go to war, and it's gonna need more than just Batman to fight in it. It needs Nightwing.
I don't do that anymore.
Maybe not full-time, but word travels fast between Bloodhaven and Gotham. You still play dress-up just like the rest of us.
Only when the law isn't enough. If what you say is true and there is a war, I'm assuming there's an army. Why not get the police to help?
I'm an outlaw, Grayson. They wouldn't hear me out.
Yeah, you don't make the most reliable source.
Come on, Grayson. This is serious. Please.
Word travels fast by you, too. I've donated to homeless shelters, and there's always a story about the Red Hood who got him someplace safer.
Somebody has to look out for the little guys.
Yep, I guess that'd be us, huh?
Us?
Ah, hell yeah, I mean us.
Well, don't expect me to buy you dinner first.
I appreciate that you were willing to meet with me on such short notice. And with a complimentary meal as well.
Well, I imagine Arkham wasn't serving any decent food during your incarceration. And if I'm not mistaken, you were an enforcer for Oswald Cobblepot back when he was still in power.
That's right, I was. If I'm not mistaken, then there's been a massive change in clientele, no?
Yes. I'm not sure how much you were made aware of from inside Arkham, but Batman has removed a lot of the competition. As such, I've been left as what you might consider the new kingpin of Gotham's underworld.
I won't lie to you, Mr. Whale. Oswald was just as much a friend as he was my boss. I can't pretend to be thrilled about his demise, but I'll gladly serve you next if it means reclaiming my position.
If we're going to work closely, You should feel free to call me Tobias. I'll have my men fill you in on the details tomorrow morning. But until then, a toast to our new partnership.
Cheers.
Victor Zaz and Tobias Whale. It must be my lucky night.
Not unless you go to heaven. Kill him!
I've been looking forward to this rematch very much, Batman.
Then stop talking already and bring it.
Hey, whoa. I surrender.
Good choice.
Oh!
Batman's done it. He's defeated Zaz. But this time, even I can tell that he's whipped.
Perfect. Now, we can commence phase 2.
We're not alone, Talon?
No, you're not. The bird is a nice touch, but you should have chosen one indigenous to Gotham.
Ah, I gave myself away, huh? Next time I'll be sure to pick a sissy bird. Like a robin.
Now, Trog!
Cheap tactics. Let me go and fight fair to see what'll happen.
I think I like you right where you are, brat.
Let Bane know that we've captured another one of Batman's disciples.
Of course.
Take your hands off my son!
Make us!
It's Batman! He's found us! He's...
Bird, what is your status report? Bird, are you there?
Your men are down. You're next.
I wouldn't be so confident of that, Mr. Wayne.
You're the one I've been searching for. The one that was working with Luthor to learn my identity. You're Bane?
I've been watching you for a while now. Long enough that I don't need a peek under your mask to know who you are anymore.
You were behind this the whole time then. The breakout and what happened to the mob was all part of your plan.
There's still one part of the plan to be fulfilled. My message to you was going to be with the corpse of your comrade. Now I can verbally say it.
What did you do?
I broke the boy. You'll be disappointed to know that he didn't put up very much of a fight. Whether that be due to a lack of training or not is unknown to me. But I hope you'll be more sporting.
You. I'm going to find you.
Of course you will. I'm going to tell you where you can. After all, it's necessary if I'm to completely break you. Your mind, your body, your spirit, your legacy. It all crumbles.
Maybe someday. Maybe a maniac like the Joker or some lucky punk with a gun. But it won't be you. It won't be today.
We shall see. Come, face me in your home, in your domain. I will be waiting to end you in the very place that you live.
Damn it. It's up to me now.
You mean us?
I mean me. Me. I'm taking the rest of this alone. After what happened to Tim, I'm not taking any more chances.
I won't accept that.
You don't have to. Just because you won't be by my side in the fight, that doesn't mean you won't be helping me.
What? What do you mean?
I need you to track down Tim by using the homing device in his belt. He has to be alive, and you need to get him medical help right away.
Hospital?
No. There's an old colleague of mine. He'll likely answer and will most definitely come if you tell him you're my son.
Who is this person?
Alfred Pennyworth.
Remember what I told you about kings? Think of a king as somebody similar to the Warden. A king rules their kingdom like this island. Or a city.
A city?
Cities are much bigger than places like this. Matter of fact, A place such as this is only one thing in a city full of other buildings and people.
So those are not just some fairy tale. Have you ever been to a city?
Once, when I was a free man, I was in a place called Gotham.
Bird, I wish to know more about this city called Gotham.
It's the greatest city on the planet. Anything a guy could want is usually found being sold there. I'd say it's like a big piece of ripe fruit. This city is everything.
And who rules this city? Who is Gotham's king?
That's a tough one. For years, there were different gang leaders that shared territory.
That all changed when Batman appeared.
Batman?
Nobody knows who he is or what his game is. But Gotham after midnight belongs to him. He managed to take down every major hood in the city. The only ones that aren't afraid of him are crazy.
Well then, I guess I'd have to say Batman rules Gotham.
I will meet this Batman someday. I will destroy him. This has been a very long night. For the both of us, I would imagine. Such a heavy toll extracted. Losing a companion, I hadn't known what that felt like. Now, I do, all thanks to you. It's odd how much loss can change a man. I wasn't expecting our fated battle to occur so soon, with so much unsaid and so little resolved.
What did you expect? You came after me. Here I am.
I suppose that much is true. Goading an enemy, it isn't what it used to be.
You're generic. A killer. You'd kill for this city, just for...
I'd kill for anything. I'd kill to silence a grating voice. I would kill to darken the light in the eyes that dare look in my own. What I didn't understand, and still don't, is why won't you do the same?
It sickens me. I'm sick of it all. I'm sick of death, I'm sick of blood, and most of all, I'm sick of the chaos and horror men like you bring to Gotham. I've spent my entire life fighting your kind of madness and evil.
And now, that lifelong fight has brought you to death's door.
It has. My very own door.
Then I shall grant you a punishment much like the one you invoke. A fate worse than death.
I'll try and do the same.
I wouldn't want it any other way. All of your trophies, these prized possessions, they're from enemies very much like you are to me. I shall consider adopting this method once I defeat you by taking your cowl.
That's the difference between you and me. The answer that you crave? I collect those weapons, those knives and guns, because it's what sets me apart from the men and women that use them. Those trophies are what takes the lives that I fight to prevent from losing. The loss you feel over your comrades? I feel that every day. But I lost more than the number of those prized possessions. I've lost more than you.
That is why you do not kill? Your loss? I never had anything to lose. I was never granted the gift of a loving father or the nurture of a living mother. I believe that is true pain. Your reasoning, it doesn't compare. I understand now. I know you better than myself. So, enough talk. Let us begin what we came here to finish.
Finished yet.
think that you can sneak up on the son of...
Whoa there, little guy. You mean no harm.
Put your arms down, idiot. We're here to help, Pipsqueak.
How did you know that they have Red Robin held captive?
Somebody's being held hostage?
We didn't. I only knew about the militia, which is why I went out of my way to bring Nightwing along.
Why didn't you contact my father about this?
I tried, kid. Stop giving me a hard time.
Hey, knock it off. If there really is a hostage on there, then we need to stop arguing and work together.
Agreed, albeit regrettably.
I heard that, you little shit.
If you weren't supposed to, then I wouldn't have said it out loud.
Holy shit. Guys, come on. We need to focus here.
I'm trying. If you two would just shut up for 1 second.
No need for reconnaissance. I've already done it myself.
Really? Well, alright then. What are we dealing with?
4 men watching the front, all of them armed. These guards don't follow any method of rotation nor show signs of walking patterns, which leads me to believe that there are more on every angle of the building.
So, are we gonna fight through it or sneak in?
Both. My infrared shows over 50 heat signatures within the compound. I'm going to need some of them cleared out if I'm to reach Red Robin and safely free him.
The Red Hood and I will be a diversion to draw the militia out. In the meantime, you can slip through and whatever remains inside will be as difficult to render unconscious.
Correct.
Sounds like a plan.
Drake, what the hell did they do to you?
Damien, you're here?
Yes, Drake. Tim, I'm here. Remember Father's training and conserve your strength. Don't try to talk. No walking either. I'll carry you.
You aren't going anywhere, punk.
Holy crap, what did you do?
My best. Now, what do you say we blow this popsicle stand?
After we get Robin and Red Robin.
Sure. I'm willing to bet they're finding Danny. They're probably on their way out right now.
That's it. Nice and steady. No sudden movements.
Tim, save me.
Next you're going to say, I had that handle.
I had that hand. What? I mean, thanks.
No problem, Damien.
Take it easy now. We still need to make our exit.
Oh yeah? And how do you plan on doing that?
With the help of our partners.
The name's Nightwing. Nice to meet you.
We sort of already know each other, but whatever. I'm the Red Hood.
I heard a lot about you too. It's good to finally put faces to those names. But wait. Where's Batman?
Coming here, I told myself one last time. But this time is different. This time is doomed. I've pushed way too hard for far too long. I've faced the madness of too many masks, bared the brunt of too much violence. It's too much pain. I'm battered, bashed, scarred. I'm tottering on brittle bones and lurching through vertigo. I bear too much punishment with overwhelming odds. I've been fighting death my whole life. Every muscle I have is sluggish and trembling. All the strength I had was stretched and sapped. No more reflexes, no more energy. It's all caught up to me. I've finally run out.
Why don't you fight back? Are you already broken?
That's it. I gave my all, long ago.
You have no spine. You are a disappointment.
What's left isn't enough. Not when I've taken more damage than any man can endure. I've got nothing left to give, except for my life.
Beg for mercy. Scream my name.
Never!
I could kill you, but death would only end your agony and silence your shame. Instead, I will simply break you! You can't win. I am invincible. I am Bane!
I meant to say, I'll never give in to men like Bane. And I am vengeance. I am justice. I am Batman. Only, it's not anymore. I can feel it. It's over. It's finished. I'm finished. My life. That's something I'm willing to give too.
Welcome back to the land of the living. Bruce, my son.
Alfred? Well, this wasn't really my intention when I made Damien call you.
I'm aware of that.
How's Tim?
In better condition than you are, if we're talking about the same young man that I was called in to patch up. He'll need time to heal, give or take 8 or 9 months, but he'll live.
And Damien? Where is he?
I'm sure he and the others will be returning shortly.
Others?
Come now. I'm sure you have better questions to ask than that. I know that I personally do.
You're right. For starters, what's my own condition?
You already know what my diagnosis is, don't you?
Yeah. But I want to hear you say it.
I believe that it's in your best interest to hang up the cape and cowl. Your heart stopped beating several times as I performed surgery, and debates about bringing you to an actual hospital became a common occurrence amongst the boys. While, yes, you will heal over time, you may need additional support if you ever hope to walk again, let alone wage war on crime.
I'm sure that's a relief for you, huh?
To see my son in agony? No. You would be wrong.
That makes 2 of us. Because you've been wrong too. I'm not your son. I was never your son.
It hurts me to hear that. How do you know for certain? Did you do a DNA test?
No. I didn't have to. Not after I read the letter my real father sent across time and space.
I beg your pardon?
You've missed a lot. I went from locking up psychopaths to bargaining with aliens. I've teamed up with men comparable to gods. Men that can go back in time and alter reality.
You must have suffered some sort of head trauma. Lay back down, please. You're speaking nonsense.
See for yourself.
This handwriting.
It's my father's.
My God. What has become of this world? For someone such as Thomas Wayne to become what you are. For myself to turn to what you both fight against.
Alfred. I don't resent you for what you did.
What?
I did. For a long time, I hated you. Not anymore. My father's confession, he wasn't perfect. Neither am I. And neither are you. What happened? If Joe Chill shot me instead during that other timeline, then that proves that mistakes are often made. I forgive you for your own. As long as you forgave yourself.
I couldn't. Not for a very long time. Hearing you say that now, though, I think that I can begin to.
Then that's enough for me. Richard, I never thought that you'd come back.
Neither did I.
So, Bruce Wayne, huh? I suppose that we should keep this fair.
I appreciate the gesture, but I've known Jason.
Of course you did.
Looks like a lot hasn't changed in that regard.
And what has changed?
Well, you're finally starting to trust people again. You're letting them in. I mean, you've got a son, for crying out loud.
I, too, am rather baffled by that news.
I'm baffled that my father survived his battle with Bane, but I'm more relieved.
I'll be fine, Damien. Alfred will see to it that you know more about my condition. I'd like to speak with Richard and Jason alone during the meantime, if you don't mind.
Of course, Father, as you wish. Come, Pennyworth, let us make our leave.
What's the expression? Like father, like son.
What'd you need us alone for, Bruce?
Hey, I don't think that's a good idea.
He's too stubborn to convince otherwise.
Bane. What happened with him?
When we got to the cave, we found him unconscious like you. Just now, we personally delivered him into police custody to ensure he wouldn't make a getaway during the trip.
Bane is gone. You won.
Maybe. But so did he. Bane dealt a crucial blow to me. He wore out both my body and mind. Not much remains.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say, I don't think I'll be capable of continuing my crusade as Batman.
What?
My body is in shambles. Bane is the last of what it could endure.
Then what do you want from us?
Damien, he needs somebody to look out for him. You too. Promise me that you'll do that.
Of course.
Yeah, whatever you need, Bruce.
Good. Now, I would like for Jason to see if Tim is capable of joining us. There's a few more things that I would like to say to Richard in private.
Oh, right. Sure thing.
I know you're gonna ask me, Bruce. I'm sorry, but the answer is no. It's not that I don't want your legacy as Batman to end. It's just that I'm not the person who should carry it on. That symbol is your own, and Damien's just not old enough yet. He shouldn't even be out there at all at this age, but...
I'm glad that you came back.
Yeah, me too.
You don't have to be Batman in order to protect Gotham. Whoever you are, regardless of the mask, is more than enough.
I'll try to remember that.
You wanted to see me?
It's more assuring that way.
Aw, shucks. I didn't think you cared.
There's a first time for everything.
Against Alfred's better judgments, I took a look at our archives while you were out of commission, just to make sure that we didn't miss anything important.
And?
That guy, the Question, he sent us some more information about Bane.
A bit late, don't you think?
Yeah, but essentially, the intel says Bane broke out of a prison called Penaduro, all the way out in Santa Prisca. Instead of coming straight to Gotham like assumed, Bane made a stop in Metropolis first.
Luthor.
Turns out, it wasn't just for the gloves. Bane got his hands on some kind of experimental drug called Venom, too. We already know how obsessed Lex Luthor was with Superman, but not to the extent of trying to develop a performance enhancer close to matching him. Bane was just an experiment, apparently.
Oh shit. You don't think there's any of that stuff left, do you? Or that they're making it stronger?
With Luthor behind bars now, we don't have to worry about it. I just thought it'd be a good idea to fill you all in where this stuff originated from.
Sounds to me like a huge exposition dump.
A pointless exposition dump.
It sounds to me like we prevented an outcome that could have been much worse than the one we've gotten. It isn't pointless to know that this was worth it. If I had to go to the lengths that I did all over again, then I know now that I would.
I'm not so sure about that. If I could change what happened, then I wouldn't have allowed myself to compromise the mission. It's because of me that Bane nearly got what he wanted, and...
Enough of that. You're wrong. If it wasn't for you, then nobody would have been able to stop Bane's militia.
He's got a point. Jason and I wouldn't have been enough to handle them without Damien.
Even so...
Even so, here we are. I'm indisposed. You aren't.
Huh?
I can rest easy knowing that Gotham is in more than capable hands. My mistake was trying to protect it all on my own. You reminded me that wasn't enough. You let me know that my hands are too big to reach smaller corners. Knuckles gets scraped trying to help, but that's the price paid. Sometimes, smaller hands dig deeper, with guidance. The hero that Gotham deserves isn't the one that it needs right now. So, I hand that over willingly, with utmost faith. Sometimes people deserve to have their faith rewarded. Sometimes hands pick up what's left behind, even if that person said that they would never bend down to take it. And they will follow that person, not for who they were.
No, he's dead. Who are you?
But for who they've come to be. I'm Batman. They've watched one night fall so that another could rise.